Welcome back to RuskiWeldFab, welcome back to the channel. Today is a little bit sad, happy, but then sad. Happy is because I got my new wing for the Clio. It's bigger, it's lighter, it's more efficient. It's made by T89, Kyle, shout out. Amazing guy, does custom wings and everything. Here you go. Yeah. But it's damaged. It's been damaged in transit. There's a few things. Basically, it requires complete reskinning. So what I'm gonna do now, because time is, well, tight, I'm gonna drive over to Kyle's now, avoid all the couriers and stuff like that, and we're gonna do it there and then, reskin it, and I'll show you how it's done. That's a good one! Yeah, content! Alright, so I made it to T89, Kyle the man with a wing. Yeah. Don't trust the couriers. It was supposed to be a motorsport courier. Lots of fragile stickers and everything, and it still got banged up like they've been, I don't know what they were doing with it. But yeah, like I said, this corner is pretty bad. There's a huge dent in here in the corner. There's one in the center. And then there's, yeah, just generally just looks like it's been well used. So what are we gonna do now?
We're going to take this skid off, a bit of brand new alley that's lasted all of a week, flatten it out, then trace it onto the new sheet and then put it back on the frame. One of the good things about these wings is you can dismantle them, they're not bonded together.
Do you have the pieces that go inside to show? Like any, not this one, but like
yeah,
any sort of... Yeah, because the reason why they're lighter and you can make pretty much any size shape you want is because they're not extruded like the normal car wings. Essentially, they're constructed from from those aluminium sort of shapes. Obviously, it's all I want to say not tried and tested, but it's all computer generated sort of. So we know that the profiles, they are all specific. You know, some of them have more lift, less drag, some of them more drag, some of them like this one, for example.
That's a 74
Yeah.
March F2 wing profile.
Minimal drag, but you can imagine if you sort of raise it quite high up, I mean, that would generate some force. So yeah, it has number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 ribs on the inside, and then sheet of alley. Which alley you use? It's 52, 51, isn't it?
No, it's 1050. You have to go for the real
1050,
stuff.
yeah, the soft stuff, and then you just kind of neatly mold it around. So
yeah, that'll be a good bit of video that one when I have to manhandle this one.
Let's disassemble it and see what's what.
First job, take the mounts off. These are actually threaded into the rib, so each wing is made with the ribs in the position that the customer has specified, so we can put the mounts in the correct place. Second job, drill the skin off. Right, wing skin drilled off, drilled out, which leaves us with, despite the damage, it looks like a completely intact skeleton, which is why these wings are, you know, they last a long time, because despite that, this is fine. So what we'll do now is take this out on the lawn and flatten it as best we can so we can trace it back out onto a new sheet, drill it and then rivet it back on. That'll do. So just tracing the rivet holes out. So this is just a holding run of rivets. These will be drilled back out.
So if someone damages the wing, the reskinning service, how much is it roughly? I mean, obviously depending on the size of the wing and the damage, but ballpark.
Generally, the cost of the sheet, which is probably about 25 quid plus however long it takes, an hour's labour, probably talking 60 to 100 pounds, depending, all in.
And versus a sort of a complete new wing, which is usually close to around 500-600 quid, isn't it?
So
that's considerable sort of saving if you do damage it mid-season. And
yeah, it's about 10% of the cost of a wing is generally the rule of thumb on that. Obviously the wings cost more the bigger they are, they cost more to make. Right, so we've got the base skin. Right. As always, measure twice, cut once. We haven't got any other skin left.
ooh,
So if this one doesn't go right, be waiting for the delivery of aluminium.
real craftsmanship going on here. all done by hand, by eye, by feel.
It's a fat bloke lying on a bench. There's no ground.
Don't worry, it's not going on to OnlyFans.
Yeah. I'm sure there's somebody with that fetish.
Fat bloke bending aluminium.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a niche.
So first job is get the two centre lines on to get the curve to form. Always start in the middle and work towards the outside.
So what are those fancy things?
So these are levers to give me enough ratio to roll the front edge of the wing. On bigger wings with a longer cord, I don't actually need these. But yeah, to make these small time attack wings that Clios need, you need a longer lever. Right, so you've got to get to the point where the aluminium yields on the end, then roll it round to get this front curve. So that one's gone quite nicely. Take the levers off. Way over. Just over. You can just pull it down like that. If you look on the end, you can see the aluminium just follows the curve.
Fantastic.
Hold it down. That back in. When you use really soft alley, you can deburr with a Stanley knife. Yeah, you can see it's caved into the hole in the rib. And if there's no hole behind it, you're like, oh. It just self aligns with the hole.
So job well done.
Yeah, well, UPS did a really good job of smashing it to pieces in the first place. Congratulations.
Hey, and the first prize goes to UPS. So effectively, we've done a proper tutorial on how to build a wing, which was supposed to be just a quick repair of reskinning stuff, but the process is obviously the same, isn't it? What made this a little bit easy is because we had the previous skin, so we could literally trace it, so we know the shape, and then pre-drill some holes that already been done. In real life, obviously, it takes a little bit longer because you have to mark everything in straight line and stuff.
Yeah, it's about an hour to do a reskin, about 4
Yeah.
hours to do a wing from
So
scratch.
we saved quite a bit of time. I will leave all the links in the description to T89 race car wings, so you can order one of those, or you can order a custom one, or you can buy one of the used ones, whatever you guys fancy. And yeah, thank you very much for watching. It's been a quite a impromptu tutorial. It was going to be just angry like, oh, UPS did this, let's go and repair it. But yeah, it turned out to be really cool. And actually, I'm really happy that it happened because I wasn't here when Kyle made it, and I didn't really know. I mean, theoretically, looking at it, I understand how it's made, but it was really enjoyable to see a man sort of enjoy his craft and do a job well done like this. So yeah, thank you very much for watching, and we'll see you on the next one. Bye.
See ya.